And we're off to see the Wizard, the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. I hope you're having a blessed day, a gorgeous day, and that many, many things are happening with you because today is Fun Friday. Yes, it is. And we had some issues with iOS, so I apologize for being 3 minutes late. And I also had to go and send a message to my friend Jim, who's going to be joining me momentarily, I'm sure. I'm hoping that we are getting some what is the word I'm looking for? Some good quality audio sound because of the fact that I had to play with this thing all afternoon long, and I'm praying that everything works out okay. Let me get this off of my face in just a second. I've got to do this first, and it should be on the background. I'm going to make sure, well, it says I'm streaming. I've had the beta testing stuff not working for me today, so I'm hoping that it is working correctly. And I believe my guest is with me. Hello,
I'm
Jim.
here. Wow,
How
good
are
morning.
you? How are you doing this afternoon? It is on Friday.
Well, it sure is. I just had a ton of stuff going on, and I forgot what time it was. Plus, I woke up like about 20 minutes ago.
Hey, now you're
Good
looking
morning,
fresh for being
America.
up 20 minutes ago.
um, yeah, gee whiz, I guess we are online. Well, how are you doing? Where I need to share this stream then. What
Yes. Hang on one second.
I
Let
would
me.
like to share it. Let me find it. Or did you Twitter it?
I believe. Well, it should be live Twitter, but let's go ahead and look right fast while we're chit chatting.
Let's share this to everybody, because we're usually on my stream, but we're on your stream today. So
Well,
we have crossed streams.
I am looking right
we
now.
are.
Let's see. There we are.
Yes. But I've
I-
shared this Periscope before. That's the problem with
Nope.
Periscope. You can only share it one shot.
Hang on. Let me pin it to the top.
How do
so
I
that
do that?
It'll be pinned to the top, and I am going to. I
I
bet
know how
you.
I can do it. I can go like this. I can say, I am live with Dee.
There you go.
Stevens.
And I also
Right
can put it in the
here,
chat
folks.
room. Share, please.
Here, and let's use Juneteenth as a.
That's right.
Juneteenth. We can
All
use
right.
Juneteenth as a keyword, which they have tried to. Let's see. I'm going to put Juneteenth 2020 with it's a fisting sign there. How do I make that? How do I make fisting?
I have no clue on how to do that. Right now, I'm going.
I tried, maybe.
Okay. And I'm going to go.
Okay.
There we go. I think. Oh, let me mute that.
Here we are.
Okay. I am going to. Now, are you able to, let's see, I can send the link for the YouTube if you would like, but I'm trying to think where to send it to.
Send it to Twitter or by email or by private comms.
I'll do private comms because that's going to be easier for me. Because I already have you where I can, I think, yes. Oh, really? Come on now. I know I copied that link.
Well, the problem with YouTube is they get these big, long...
There we go. Okay, you have it in private comms now. And we are live, by the way. I want to thank everybody for coming on this fun Friday. So much to talk about. Last night, or should I say early this morning, I believe it is a FF, and we're just going to say that so I don't have my YouTube shut down.
It's a Freaky Friday?
Yeah, that's it. It's a Freaky Friday. Woo-hoo! And a fun Friday.
Let me see. I am going to change my microphone See if that'll work.
Okay.
Because I got to turn my fan off.
Okay.
So
while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and read a Bible verse. That's what I'm going to do. It comes from John. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. I can share it on my screen. That way, y'all can read along. So, I usually get some random Bible verses for inspiration at a little place called dailyverse.net. This is from John 7, verse 16. Jesus answered them and said, "My doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me." That again is John 7, verse 16. Now I got to figure out how to unshare that and put my video back up there. There we go. Yay! Oh, wait a minute. Talk to me. I can't hear you. Are you messing with me? I cannot hear you. No, for real, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
What am I saying?
Oh, you're messing with me.
Okay. No, I'm so bad.
It's
There we
okay.
are. Okay. So I am looking at my private. Okay, there we are. Private comms. If I turn that on, hopefully it won't blow us away. Here we are.
Well, I'm hoping it doesn't blow us away either.
Okay. There we are. Okay, so I can share this link. I will share it. Our live link. I am live here.
All right. Now I'm going to minimize that one because I forgot that I have a little chat window that I can use right here off to the side. Well, hey, James Kingsley, how are you? Thank you for being here at the show. It's fried fish. Yes, it is. Indeed it is. And I'm on a mission from God. Yay!
Fried fish is better than dried fish.
I'm telling you. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to come in the room, but I can go ahead and tell you, last night, well, again, early this morning, I had saw a post from, well, we'll call it the Communist News Network. How about that? That's what we'll call them. That's what we'll call them today. And I did a blog. What was that?
The Comcast Media Network?
Yes, something like that, yeah. And I saw a post about them releasing these genetic engineered mosquitoes. Those pesky little creatures. In
Florida.
Yes. And in, oh gosh, where was the other place? Needless to say, it got me thinking about Zika. You remember Zika from 2016?
I remember Zika and the babies with the deformed brains and heads and stuff.
Well,
the pictures were so awful.
Zika is, whenever you put in Zika, it's showing in a search the genetically modified mosquitoes that they just got approved of. And Mr. BG is behind the financing of these pesky little critters being released. And I was like, First we have BLM, then we have riots. Oh no, let me back up the bus. First we have quarantine. And then we have the riots, and now, oh no, where were the hornets in there? The killer hornets.
State.
Yeah. So
they're in Washington State, the one that has Capitol Hill free autonomous zone.
Oh, the Chaz, they tore it down. Did you hear?
I've been asleep. I'm on the other side of the world right now.
Yeah, they tore it down. I saw some videos on Twitter about them tearing it down. The police.
The Seattle police.
Yes, that would be.
Yeah.
And they also put a curfew where Trump is supposed to have his rally. So all those people who've been waiting in line
In Tulsa.
had to leave. I was like, those pesky little Dema rats, they just...
They did that on purpose, likely, huh?
Yes, they did. But you know what? MAGA people didn't start riots because they didn't like that they had to leave line. MAGA people would remember where they are in line and make sure that the person behind them and in front of them are in the same position.
Is it festival seating or is it reserved seating?
It's first come, first serve.
So they did this at some concerts in the 70s. In fact, that's what they did at all the concerts I went to. So we would do the same thing when I was a kid. Go and get in line early, and then everyone pushed to get to the front of the stage. Except people get squished.
It's a mess. It is a mess.
Hopefully the Antifa doesn't show up there and start squishing people.
Well, they're going to be in a rude awakening if they start pushing the wrong people when it comes to MAGA folks. They're not going to play this. They're not going to play this little game.
I hear you. So how do we get more people to come over and watch your stream?
Well, what I'm going to do...
I could actually stream your stream.
Well, we could do that too if you'd like to do that.
I could do that.
All right. And while you're working on that, I'm going to go ahead and send the YouTube through, let's see. I'm going to do the YouTube through Twitter as well in case people don't want to watch on Periscope and want to...
Well, the Periscope actually works pretty good, but it's not good for a backup, and it's not good for sharing because you can't just automatically retweet your because it's the same link every time, and it just kind of overwrites, I believe.
All right, then I will go here, and I'm going to go ahead and I think I have it on my clipboard. Let me double check and see. I'm pretty sure I do.
I can actually share this to YouTube. Let's see what I have to do that. I have to keep those things open there and close everything else.
And
I went to bed at 4482, and then we have a flag with a thin blue line.
Yes, I saw that.
That stands for the police, and the police keep us from anarchy. That's what that means.
And I see a few of my friends are sharing our post as well to come and join us. That is good.
Two of my friends have shared it. Actually, one, Lady Liberty for Trump, Anon, has shared it. That is cool. Thank you, Lady Liberty for Trump, Anon. And I will, because if I share this on my channels too, then more people will watch you.
Yay! And
just because you've got 51 subscribers and I've got 15,000, but they're always still going to send that out to like 1% of my followers. So,
and sometimes I wonder whether or not they're giving us true numbers. Well, to be honest with you, because there have been times that I've the way my TV is set up, I watch YouTube on my TV. So when you're doing that, you don't really have chat unless you get your phone or your tablet out. So I was watching you last night. You guys were a hoot. You were a hoot nanny.
Oh, I had one of those videos. I had to delete the video, the one with James Kingsley, because of I thought since the taxpayer dollars paid for the song that it wouldn't be copyrighted,
right?
But that was, so I had a copyright strike, so I deleted it.
Oh no!
But I will re-upload that video with the
edit in it,
song removed.
Yeah,
and then we can have it.
I missed you guys yesterday because I was preparing. I missed seeing you and James yesterday because I was all day.
I had it recorded.
I'm going to go back and watch it, but you live last night, so I was like, oh no, I'd rather watch you live than not James. I love you. I'm still going to watch the video. I just wanted to go, and he was in the room too last night, as a matter of fact. So I'm preparing.
He's there all the time.
I am preparing for my trip for next Friday, and in doing so, there were a lot of things I had to do. I had to get my car oil changed, the AC fixed, I can't watch. I just realized I can't watch that video until you re-upload it because you got our. Okay.
I will. I have it, and it'll happen sometime today.
Okay.
Or tomorrow. I'm going to put this under, let's see, education.
Ooh, okay.
And see how this goes. And just a minute, let me make a screenshot. Smile. Okay.
Oh.
Then,
while you're doing that, I'm going to tell you about the rest of my day yesterday.
all right.
So I sat at a place to get your oil changed. I don't want to, say names or anything like that. But I was there to get the oil changed, to get my free unchecked for the trip, and a state inspection. So as I'm sitting there and I'm going, okay, it's been an hour and a half. The guy comes in and goes, I've got good news and bad news. I said, hand me that bad news first. Well, you're going to need front brakes. And I'm like, okay, so what's the good news? Well, you drive them another 100 miles. And I'm like, no, I'm going to Florida. I said, I can't drive them another 100 miles.
Not hitting your brakes. You just get on the 95 and go, and then downshift when you need to stop and then start early.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I'd rather be safe because it's not just me, it's me and my best friend in the car. So
your squirrel?
No, actually my grandson's going to be taking care of Lucky. And boy, has he enjoyed my daughter, her 3 grandchildren, and her other half have finally moved out of the house. Some of their stuff is still here, but it's been so quiet, Jim. So quiet. Lucky sat on my lap for 45 minutes as he got his little squirrel massage last night. And he was so happy, so happy. He is in July. Oh my goodness, next week. Next week he turns 7. Can you believe that? Yeah.
I like squirrel massages too.
Oh, he just enjoys them so much. He'll even lift his little leg up for me to scratch up underneath his leg or put his chin up like that. He loves it. He's my little spoiled squirrel. And so if people are listening, he is a rescue squirrel because when he was a little teeny tiny baby, he fell from about a 60-foot drop out of the nest, and his mom got taken away by a hawk. So he had no mommy, and when it was time to release him, he had no long hair for winter. So after that point, he didn't have the language. Squirrels have a certain language whenever you watch them. If danger comes, you hear him make these high-pitched baby kind of cries. Well, he doesn't do that. He doesn't know that language. So if I were to release him now, he would be hawk bait, and that's not going to happen. Not on my watch.
No hawk bait.
No. Now he does, if we're outside, he has a harness, and we go for rides in the car, or we'll go outside for a walk, and he'll have his little dirt bath. He loves to do that, dig him a hole and lay what they call pancaking to keep cool, where they lay flat. That's when you see a squirrel laying flat on the ground, that is because they're hot and they need to cool off. And squirrels already have a really high heart rate, so if they get too stressed out, they can have a heart attack. So you have to be careful with them in that way. And tomorrow's nail day, so I'll be trimming his nails. That's always fun. I'm saying that sarcastically.
Of course. I am connecting now.
Yay!
And then I can. Okay, it's gonna work.
Yay!
This is what will work. Now,
I hope the audio works on this, because last time, for whatever reason, I sounded like I had a deeper voice. And I'm like, oh, no, not again.
Well, let's test the audio.
Okay.
Is the audio working here? This is going to work. This is going to work. Okay, that is going to be
good. Good.
So it's going to work.
And I've been playing around.
So I will set this like this.
Uh-huh.
I'm sharing the screen right here. Can you see? On my, I will.
Hang on, I'll go and look at yours.
My link.
I'm going to look at yours right fast so that I can see too. I have you bookmarked.
I hope that people will follow Dee Stevens for Friday's show.
That would be wonderful. And I've got some digs that I'm going to be doing and uploading so that I'm trying to find you. Hang on a second. You should be showing up. There you are. And I'm hoping, let me mute the channel. Mute. Okay, I've got you. Yay! I see you. You have, wait a minute, is that today? No, that's not us. That's not today.
No, I was going from tab to tab there and trying to get things going here. All right.
Okay.
And now I can put it on all the other channels.
Okay.
Within this switches here.
I'll look
and
back
when
in a minute.
It goes green, it means it's working. But my restream program here at doesn't seem to be working. It's showing us all as offline.
Are you talking about the Restream.io?
Yeah.
I was having issues getting into it. And it took me 4 tries to be able to go live. It kept coming back saying, sorry, there's something wrong. And I'm like, no, that's not good. And they had sent me an email saying I could have up to 8 people invited in our conversation.
Wow, that's good.
And I'm like, that's wonderful. But I went and tried to, send you the code. It said only 4. So they've got me in a beta testing thing and a paid program. So I think the beta testing was an issue that wasn't working. So I just shut it out and shut it back on, and it worked.
Got it.
And while we're sitting here chatting, I'm going to make sure that we have no new Q post. Nope. But I would not be surprised if we did not get one while we are chatting this afternoon. What do you think?
It could happen.
It's a possibility. So, how are the fight situations in your neck of the woods? Didn't mean to choke you up now.
No. It's just a lot of flowers are blooming right now. And
cheers.
Cheers.
There you
So
go.
when the flowers are blooming, then I get like hay fever, and you're scared to sneeze or have any sort of thing, because then someone's going to think you're sick, and then they are like, I'm scared when you sneeze, and they might like practice their 2A rights on you or something. Say, we got to put him down. He's sneezing.
Now, did you have allergies when you were a kid, or did you grow into them like I did?
Well, the flowers that grow around here, I'm not ever been exposed to as a kid, so I didn't have allergies as a kid.
I grew into it.
I was allergic to things like nettles, and I'm allergic to nettles. I don't like nettles at all. They're awful. You don't have those in North Carolina. You're lucky, but you have poison ivy there.
Yes, and we have.
And I'm allergic to poison ivy. It's awful. There's
certain places where I drive with my windows down, my eyes will start tearing, and I think it's ragweed, if I'm not mistaken. I can't deal with it. Pollen, I get congested, I start sneezing, but ragweed, it just tears me up.
I know the state of Washington put the Scotch broom on the exits, the freeway exits. They planted Scotch broom because it was probably the cheapest thing they could find, and it has these big yellow blooms of pollen that come out of it, and a lot of people ended up being allergic to that. So they saved a little money with their shrubbery, and they made a lot of people sick. You know, it's probably still there.
Well, what do you say I get another Bible verse since we're waiting for some folks to show up? Sound good?
Yeah, that's a good idea. It sounds like a plan. We actually have. Okay, now we're live on YouTube.
All right, and I'm going to share this.
It had to pop up. So we have one concurrent viewer on YouTube.
Yay!
And so if we add all of these streams up, we are streaming with like a certain huge amount of. We're wasting a lot of bandwidth somewhere.
You think?
Okay.
I think we're okay right now.
We're good.
Okay.
So
we're gonna get
my stream is live at YouTube, and we're talking away.
Okay.
And here you are sharing John 7:16.
Yes. Jesus answered them and said, "My doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me." That was the one, and I'm going to do one more. I'm going to go to the next verse and see what we get. And it's Proverbs 21, verse 2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts. That is Proverbs 21, verse 2. I just love that little app that it has, where you can go and you can get random. There's a couple sites out there where if you're just wanting to get a random verse, you can do that. Absolutely love that. Right now,
on my phone with they send me them. Let's see what that app is. They don't send me there. Let's see. Here. It's like YouVersion. I get YouVersion emails.
Yep. It's interesting with the setup that I do have. It is one of those. Ooh, bless you.
It's okay. I have a mask. Excuse me.
Oh my goodness. I was looking to see why my little I had it on a while ago. Restream is having issues, I'm sure. Because
I think so. It's working.
Yeah, it's working, but you can't use your backgrounds.
We have seven concurrent users. Hi guys. We are actually streaming on Dee Stevens Voices channel, and I am restreaming the restream through Restream to you.
Yay!
Nathan and Uncle Bones and Princess Palm Beach and Dennis Gillespie. Hi. Those are my Restream users.
Got it.
Let's see. We can open Siri. Oh, Siri, open Restream chat.
There you go.
The only thing I use Siri for. Oh, it's asking for a login and password, which I don't remember because it's randomized. So that's not going to work.
Do they have what? Let's see, Siri. I can't remember. Siri's with one, and then there's Alexa.
Alexa's with your Fire.
I gotcha. There's a gentleman that I
Nook, open Restream chat.
Wait a minute. Nook Nook doesn't do that, does it?
Nook barely reads books. Nook barely reads books. It's like I put that big book on that Mass Faith had recommended me to buy the Pilgrim's Bible. What is the name of that Pilgrim's Bible? I would tell you, but my Nook is not coming on today.
Okay.
Nook is having a day. I think Nook died.
Oh no! Oh, wait a minute.
Here it comes. Nook just randomly restarts. Nook is.
Got it.
But Nook does not listen to me, I'm pretty sure, and I like that.
Yeah, I get a lot of ads after having conversations with friends. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting.
But I don't get any ads on my Nook. I like the Nook, but it doesn't read big books well. So I put the Bible on there, and it had like concordances in it, and that pretty much crashes it.
I have a what is it called?
So a Bible with a concordance is too much for a Nook. There's probably a new Nook. This is an old Nook.
I'm going to show you this one. Well, I gotta.
I would buy the new Nook if it's good, because when this was new, it was good.
Well, I don't know if you're not going to be able to see it. Too much
a really thick one.
It's a Samsung. It's a few years old. I got it back in, I want to say 11 or 12.
That's getting old.
Yeah.
It still works.
Yes, it does. I don't pay for the service anymore. I just put it on Wi-Fi.
Well, I got my kids' Kindles, and actually, I got Kindle, and then I gave it to my kids because I didn't want to deal with Kindle.
Right.
After it started like coming on when I was talking, and I'd say like words like if you say like travel, and then all of a sudden you get an airplane Expedia advertisement or something. See, I've got two Samsungs. This one I've had for a few years, and it still works well. That is the one with the pencil.
Right.
But I got the new one with the new pencil. And because this one has a remote control built into the pencil.
Oh.
I have not been able to figure out yet, but it's
I have a Samsung.
I pushed the button and something came on.
There you go. A Note 4. Again, another old one, but it's got the little pin too.
Note 4 is good. One of the notes burnt up. One of the notes.
Yeah, I think it was. Was it 7? 7. Yeah, I think it was 7.
So I have the Note 8 and the Note 10.
I can't afford to upgrade yet. Got to get more views.
Well,
share.
More followers, so you can get those. So you can get those Google Cents.
Oh well, if they'll stop going and copyright stuff on me, I'm like.
Well, they're gonna next thing they're gonna say, well, that version of the Bible is copyright.
Oh Lord,
you can't be sharing that proverb. But you know what? I was reading, because I'm reading all these old books written because they're like copyright free.
Right.
Like, mostly my Nook is full of like copyright free books that were written like 19th and 18th century.
I have an idea that I have to run by you about. What is it called? It's not copyright free. It is
Creative Commons.
No, it's the other one. It's when a book passes copyright
Public domain.
That's it. So
okay, it's different in every country.
Say again?
Every country has a different date for that. And I think America has made it like a couple hundred years long.
There's quite a few, and the
rules. You never ever ever be able to use Disney stuff public domain because
No,
Disney
you won't.
wrote the laws, I believe.
I was watching something. I can't remember. I was watching reruns of Mad TV, and some of them that they're airing are
Alfred E. Newman.
very, very interesting. I almost set up a video to go and take a video of the subject that they're doing right now, which was like, if we
can't play it, and YouTube is so particular that they won't even, because there's a doctrine called fair use,
right?
And so if you're talking about that subject and it's news, news is exempt from copyright. Did you know that?
Did not know that.
So if you are, if it's like current news,
right?
There are copyright exemptions for that. So well, Dee just got in a car crash, and there's like a bunch of pictures of the car crash, and your face is in 14 counties, and someone took a picture of that and said, "I'm going to put that picture on the news. It's copyright free." There's an exemption to that because it's current and it's happening right now. And if you're talking about it, it's fair use is what it's called.
I got you.
And then there's like other people that are saying fair use is like copying if you're talking about it, but I don't know the details on it, and it changes all the time, and it depends on the lawyer you're talking to, and they've made it very litigious. Yeah.
They make it very beneficial for certain news organizations that can get away with a lot of stuff, more so than the average Joe. Or
they will.
It's interesting, but the subject that was coming up was about race. All of them that they put together were very now that would not go and fly if it was on mainstream TV.
When I was a kid, there were even Alfred E. Newman issues with him in blackface.
Yeah.
And speaking of blackface, there's even a Frank Zappa album with him in blackface on the front of the album.
Wow.
Like a minstrel. Joe's Garage, if you ever, and it's his best one because he's writing about now at the end of the 70s, beginning of the 80s. He's writing about now. But going back to the Old Testament, and I had an African on my show a week ago, and I also had to delete his video, so I don't know why. We'll figure that out. Maybe we get it back on too. So there's 2 videos that they forced me to delete.
See, well, I'm hoping that things will change. I know that right now it'll get worse before it gets better, but I'm praying for change in a good way. I want to say some hellos. I got I don't know how to say that name. ZYT1? You're Turkish? Hello! How are you? I don't know how Turkish people talk, but hopefully you're enjoying the show. And Mac Fistalot. Alrighty then. Nice to see that you are watching on Twitch. The other one's D Live. The one from Turkey is D Live. And look, there you are.
I have you open in several windows here.
Cool.
I just shared the YouTube link, and then we have this is the one that
we've got somebody from South Africa. South African. Sorry. That's
South
in the room.
What a beautiful country to have so many tribulations going on.
Yeah.
They must believe it's the apocalypse there right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And that whole region, I mean, you got like Zimbabwe. It's like Zimbabwe went from being the jewel of Africa to being like the poop of Africa.
Mm,
You know, they can't. They got rid of all their farmers. You know that
yes.
they did like the Russians did when the Bolsheviks took over, and they got rid of the farmers and they put new farmers on there, but they didn't know how to farm. So they went from being the country that fed everybody to the
Right.
country that can't feed anybody, and their money went from something to being nothing. Like I give me $1 trillion Zimbabwe dollars. You know, it's like
Well,
okay,
I'm going to
you can
call him
buy
Mac.
bread if we had bread, but we don't have bread because we forgot how to grow wheat.
I went to the grocery store and was utterly amazed at how much fresh vegetables and fruits we had, but frozen section almost empty. Very, very weird for me.
Well, the processing facilities may be having problems. And
Yeah,
we are going to be starving next winter. If you Americans don't, you need to prepare. You need to
absolutely.
grow that victory garden now.
Yes.
It's not too late to plant if you're in some regions. Some regions, it's already too late to plant.
I am.
You can plant still in North Carolina
Oh, yeah.
because you don't get frost until November, probably.
I am waiting right now for my tomatoes. I have green tomatoes right now, and I have some bell peppers. And Dad has squash and a lot of tomatoes, so I'll be putting up a lot of tomatoes probably in the next month.
Those peppers, if you cut them back, will grow back. It's a tree.
Really?
Yeah. If you cut
I
them
have to
back,
do that.
they'll keep growing all summer for you.
I'm going to have to do
Cut them
that.
back and you'll get another shooting up this summer of peppers. And
Okay.
then can them. Can those tomatoes and can the peppers so
Oh,
that you can
absolutely.
use them for the winter. Because
Yes.
this winter, guys,
Yeah.
not a lot of airplanes flying around with fresh vegetables right now.
And
Because
there's
Because
truckers that aren't going into cities.
globalized world, we were getting our vegetables, and you want those fresh vegetables in December? Where are they coming from? They're coming from Nigeria. They're coming from Kenya.
Yeah.
They're coming from Paraguay. You know, they're coming from all over the world. But those airplanes flying those fresh vegetables in aren't
Mhm.
coming. We got some ships, you know, put some bananas on a ship and send you some stuff.
Right.
We're going to be starving in the winter if you don't start preparing now.
Absolutely. I
Because
missed
they've
potato
broken
season.
our supply chains and our globalized world is broken.
I'm thinking about seeing, since I have the room and space in my house now, of setting up a little area with it's called it's a bag that you can go and open and get potatoes out of as you're growing it, so you can continue to let it grow. So I'm like, I may have to invest in some of those. And then I'm going to call him Mac. He was talking as we were talking about they have so much corruption right now, but it is such a beautiful country. And he says the Africans are literally killing all the farmers right now. I saw that in the news. And that's terrible. That's very, very terrible. We need to be praying for each other for sure. For sure. I'm trying to see whether or not. Oh, I'm not going to be able to see it in that. Okay. So what else is new? I'm going to
Well,
check
I don't
out.
know. Yeah. I didn't even know that I went to bed. There was still a Seattle thing going on.
Yes.
Seattle's over. What about Atlanta? Is Atlanta still burning? Are the
You know,
police still
I got identifications last night. I have an app on my phone when major stuff happens, my scanner goes off. And I'm not sure what happened in Atlanta, but last night I got 2 notifications from Atlanta. So I'm sure something happened because I've got mine set to not kick off unless 2,000 people are listening. That's the minimum.
Well, CNN is headquartered out of Atlanta, so CNN ought to actually be covering the Atlanta, but they're so untrustable. It's like, gee.
That,
you know.
I'm agreeing with you. You can't. They had, who did they have on? I'm trying to remember. They had somebody on.
That one lady in peach that was following me. Maybe she's got some information because someone that's like going by like GA Peaches. They probably know what's going on in Georgia. I'm just guessing GA Peaches is from Georgia.
That would be an honest guess for sure. I'm going to go and look and see what actually is coming across my little Twitter feed, because I follow some folks that pretty much keep us up to date on different things. Would you like to join me on you want me to go and share Twitter?
Share the screen?
Okay, I'm going to go share my Twitter. I will say this, though. For Twitter, it is really interesting in the fact that there's a lot of censoring going on Twitter as well.
Really?
Let's
I
see.
couldn't imagine that happened.
I'm going to go and see if I can make this a little bigger so I can actually read it without my glasses on. Okay, can you see that?
I believe I'm totally censored right now. I have like no notifications.
Yeah.
I have a notification from Appalachian Blue, You Know the Thing, and Lady Liberty. That's 3.
This right here makes me mad. This makes me mad.
Hundreds. So they've blocked us for the Juneteenth celebration.
My blood is boiling right now, Jim. My blood is boiling. It's another video. This one is I know it's a teenager beating up a white child with brass knuckles. A sucker punch. Do you see that?
I see that, and again.
Makes me very angry.
That's an illegal weapon, you know. That person should be arrested.
Yes, they should. I doubt that they will, but they should. It does not say time.
Yeah, owning brass knuckles, I suppose you could have them in your closet or something, but it's a weapon. It's a concealed weapon, and then you have to have a license for concealed weapons, I guess.
My bottom line on this is these kids that are doing this, they have learned it from their parents. You just don't do this kind of stuff unless you see it. That's my...
Well, what has he got wrong with this skateboarder guy? It's like...
He walked up behind him and went and hooked him. It's 12-second video. Yep.
Salute
and nobody... one little girl comes up and helps. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She's lucky she didn't get punched too.
Yeah.
You know, they get that bloodlust going, and what's going to happen?
Let's see.
I found your binky.
I love this. Look at this. Calm down, little liberal. I found your binky. That's too funny. Oh, Mr. Kerry's warning of revolution if Trump is reelected.
Well, what is going on right now is obviously a revolution.
Yes.
And he is one of the key players in it, likely. He's one of the behind-the-scenes guys. You know, doesn't he like run the Heinz company? Yes.
He is when we were going to different places, he would show up after Trump. Just going in behind.
He's a troublemaker for sure.
Oh, I'm total agreement. How cancel culture works. Do you think I get copyright if you say
probably? It's all right. You don't have any. You're not monetized. They won't do that to you.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not.
Turn it up. You don't have screen volume sharing.
Hang
Why
on.
don't you retweet?
Okay, I'll do that. I will do that.
I want to hear what he's saying. Don't retweet the Kerry one.
No, absolutely not. He's up there a couple times.
Kerry is a consistent American loser.
I like this one. CNN just announced that 2,200 people have died of Corona-19 as a result of attending Trump's rally this coming Saturday.
How many people died from the CNN breaking their headquarters down? That was over 2 weeks ago. We should have people dying from that already, right?
Yeah, but no. I like this one too. Trump is the king troll. Joe Biden's rally, zero enthusiasm. 2 people.
You guys hitting the zero to go to the...
They're sitting in the circle.
Oh, wow. You're right. He's got 2 people there.
Yep. I guess there's some people over here because they have somebody that does sign language staying here. But it's just amazing.
Teen rapist released.
Let me open that up so it's bigger.
Victim German rape gang. German rape gangs?
They walk free from court despite leaving victim 14 for dead. That's terrible.
That's awful.
It is.
Natasha Yar wouldn't put up with that. German rape gang. Wow.
Oh, advertisement. Let's see.
I don't get advertisements anymore. They stopped sending them to me because I take the time when you get that advertising there and it's for like something distasteful.
Right.
I take the time to block it because they have a blocking function on Twitter.
My favorite ones that they do for me are the ones that want me to follow the ones that need the pacifier. You know, you need to add this person, follow them. Like they're not getting their money's worth with that advertisement because I'm not going to follow certain people unless I'm, looking into them and digging into them, and I don't follow them for long.
Norma Wong asked this question. Do the people protesting and celebrating Juneteenth even know what it is, what it means, and why?
Probably.
No, they don't know. All they know is they probably are thinking it is the summer solstice celebration or something.
I wish I could remember. I know that Biden had said something about June 17th, but I don't know if I saved it or not. Sometimes I'll book stuff and then go back to it. One of the ones that I did, this one, was wrote a blog about it. I'm going. Let's see.
Ninja Sun says they're planning something on June 21. And he's super red pilled. He knows what's going on. So let's be careful.
All right, say that one more time. I'm sorry, I was typing.
Ninja Stunt says there's something planned for June 21, so be careful.
Yes, I did hear about that.
And it's probably why I'm getting hardly any notifications on Twitter.
There is it has been very, very slow over the past 24 hours on Twitter, which is really weird.
They are now retweeting and liking my show from yesterday. So
just from yesterday?
So maybe they're just seeing things a day behind on Twitter.
Hey, Appalachian Dolphin. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. I think you can see this, right? The genetic engineering mosquitoes that I spoke about earlier.
So what did they engineer into them?
I am going to.
Yeah, the genetic engineered mosquitoes that I know about are the ones that they sterilized.
No, these are supposed to. Hang on, I'll share that with you because I pulled it up.
Sterilizing the mosquito, then they couldn't breed, and then they eradicated them in some regions.
This one is the CNN Health actually put this out, but a bunch of other ones did too. Oh, let's see what they have to say. Male mosquitoes, with that name right there, have received both state and federal approval to be released in the Florida Keys now through 2022.
Are they sterile?
Let me see them. I'm looking. Huh. Interesting. This part right here.
They can release sterile male mosquitoes, and then they don't repopulate, and that's the best way to get rid of mosquitoes.
Well,
and I'm all for that. But if they're releasing them with some they could vaccinate you with mosquitoes.
Yes, they could. Now
they could release the mosquito that has the genetic modification in it to give you the vaccine when it bites you.
This particular mosquito, okay, carries several deadly diseases such as Zika. I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Dengue.
Okay. This one?
Chikungunya.
I think so. But this one, it says it's been altered to produce female offsprings that die in the larva stage.
Okay, so this is basically sterile. They're sterilizing the population, and it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. We shouldn't be scared of that.
Here's my thing.
They won't reproduce.
Here's my thing with the reason why I wrote it is because of the fact that behind this, it's probably not going to put it in this article, but I had read about the money behind this project was had to do with, well, I don't want to say the name, so let's see.
Well, we gotta say it.
Oh,
who's behind it? Somebody paid.
This guy right here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So now we have to worry about it if those mosquitoes are gonna bite us with a microchip.
I don't know if they get them that small yet.
They're gonna put mosquito-sized nanobots into our blood system that you can scan with 5G.
Yeah, but that is the guy behind the I think I did that right there. Behind the he's got the money behind it. Follow the money, as he says, and that's what I found out. He is one of the money guys.
The guys that have all the money are controlling our media right now.
Oh, absolutely.
They pretty much have all the money. They have the money to the same amount like other countries have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're controlling the media. It's like, okay. And we're screwing through their pipes. I mean, we don't have any choice. They can shut us off anytime they want.
I still would like to see the money that government confiscated.
Maybe people stop using Twitter. They've all gone to gab.ai. Gab.ai, gab.ai is good, except I can't reach them from my current location. But I'll be using them when I get back to America. And WeWave.life, Life.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, what did you see?
Chris Crow says we've been smolleted. That's a verb, isn't it?
Okay.
Did she turn smolleting into a verb? Wow.
I
Yeah,
meant.
you're famous when your last name becomes a verb. So, so Jesse Smollett's last name has become a verb. Well done. Congratulations to you. And I'm sure everyone in Chicago is proud of you,
uh,
Jesse.
yes, that is a
Because
yeah.
you're like a
Did you
famous
know?
movie star now.
Did you notice right around that time that Congress went in and passed, which I never thought that it was legal to lynch anybody to begin with, but they passed a law saying you can't lynch anybody during that
It's
whole
against a lot of
thing.
rich people. Oh,
I'm like, really? But
when did
I
that
think he's
happen?
related to what's her name? Oh gosh, Harris. They're distant cousins or something like that.
Oh wow, someone's calling me out here.
Uh
Seriously, Jim, is that your idea of journalism? Such a little man boy.
oh. Mm-mm-mm.
Hello, what's wrong with me? Oh, wait a minute, she's talking about Jim Acosta.
Oh yeah, he's like he has short man syndrome, but I don't think he's that short. He's just has a syndrome. He
Is he
wants
that?
all of his questions answered. His questions have to be answered before anybody else's.
Is he the guy with the no mask and the hand in your man card from? I'm sorry. I'm watching your stream and my stream, and I'm going back and forth here because I have
Yes.
attention deficit disorder. I can't quite stay in
I
one
wouldn't
window.
know anything about that one. I have squirrel moments all the time, Jim. All the time.
Okay.
All right,
So
I'm going to go. I've gotten some looking. I had gotten a message. I wanted to look at it right fast, see if we have any questions that somebody would want to know and talk about on this fun Friday. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot to go in and turn my screen back on.
well, I'm sharing your screen on my stream, but we
Okay.
need to put people on Friday to go to your stream so we don't have to play this because we've jerry rigged this, guys, and the Germans get mad at us when we jerry rig things.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. Y'all follow me. That's Southernese for you all.
Y'all.
Y'all follow me. And give me suggestions on things. What I'm gonna do for this coming Friday is I guess Jim and I can get together and record one for next Friday so you can get Friday
What day
off.
is next Friday?
Next Friday, let's see. Hang on a second.
Oh
I'll
no,
look
on
at
the
my calendar.
27th, I'm supposed to be. That's Saturday. Okay.
It's the 26th.
Okay, so that'll be a good deal. The 27th in the morning, I'm going
Mhm.
to be on the Q. There's like a virtual Q conference coming up.
Really?
Yeah, and they set me as one of the speakers, and it's like, what am I going to speak about? I speak along with you guys here,
Right,
but
right.
to sit there and speak for an hour, it's like, what am I'm not a school teacher. I can't speak for an hour on any subject. So So I'm sitting here writing a novel to read to you guys next week.
Well, what will the subject be so people that are watching right now will know what to look forward to, or have you chosen a subject yet?
I'm writing about baking.
Baking? Baking's
Yeah.
always good. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to bake some cupcakes after the stream
Oh,
tonight.
awesome.
So,
Awesome.
because I looked and I remember I bought a bunch of cake mix whenever the kids were here, and I got them all on sale for 60 cents a piece. So I bought in bulk. and they're always nice to have a little sweet snack every once in a while.
I make my own cake mix.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes, but 5 extra people.
Easy. You get the cake mix and you just put it in there. It's like you put a dollop of oil and a couple eggs and mix it up and bake it. And it's like just toss it in the easy bake oven and it's ready to go.
There you go. Now I do make a special cake. I did it for my mom and dad's 50th anniversary, and it's strawberry cake with buttercream, homemade buttercream frosting. They love it very much so.
Awesome. I like frosting. I could just. It's actually the only thing I ate on cake. It's why I'm so slim.
Okay. That's like me.
Well, my dad got out of the hospital today. I'm so stoked about that.
I did not know he was in the hospital. When did I miss that?
Well, I wasn't like talking about it, but he was like in there for pneumonia.
Oh no! But he's fine now.
Yeah, they released it. Oh, I don't know how fine you are. After pneumonia, it takes a while to recover.
My dad did pneumonia right before the corona. He had pneumonia. So I thank God that he did not have pneumonia when the breakout was really bad, because they were putting people on respirators like handing out candy, which is bad.
Well, if he's feeling better, he likes to talk.
Ooh.
When he's feeling better, I'll bring him on and he can talk about his hospital experience.
There you go.
Because it's different now. You go to the hospital now, there's no visitors, and everyone that comes in to visit you, they're wearing space suits and stuff.
Well, they won't.
It's like, wow, you joined the astronaut corps. You're at the hospital here in Stanwood, Washington, or wherever you are.
Some people, like my daughter-in-law, when I took her to have her ankle reconstructive surgery, they wouldn't even allow me in the building. I had to wait outside in the car.
Yeah, it's like, what's going on here? It's like,
this makes no sense.
I'm so. We need to be praying, and I didn't realize it was this until my dad got in there. It's like they're not letting any visitors into these hospitals.
Yeah.
So people are going to the hospital. Bye-bye. That's the last time you see them, and next time you see them at the funeral. But then a lot of people aren't even getting funerals.
Yeah, I saw.
A lot of people die at the hospital. It's where people die.
It's sad. It's very, very sad. We're left for a lot of the nurses staff have been there for our families, and we should appreciate them more than we do.
And they're having to wear space suits. I mean, they look like they joined the Space Force.
I did go to
the hospital next week and for an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll just be one time shot, but before I can go in, I have to have a coronavirus test and things like that. But what happens after you get your test if you, like, your next breath, you get exposed to coronavirus?
I don't know. I've seen a lot of behind the scenes documentaries and stuff, like Veritas. Shoot, I can't think of the name of the channel, where they had a nurse who said,
Veritas?
Thank you. You saw the nurse that did the hidden video where they tested positive, didn't test positive, but still treated them like they were positive in the hospital?
I didn't see that video yet.
That was pretty interesting, and she took a risk going and doing that. I'm sure she's probably not working there anymore because she didn't have any disguise on when she was talking. But
so I have relatives in America that have coronavirus in a couple different states. So but they're not experiencing anything more than like common cold symptoms.
I've heard flu-like symptoms. I've known a couple people that it's like mom and dad knew somebody from church, and unfortunately she didn't make it
I'm
because
sorry.
they put her on the respirator. And a lot of people say, once if you can avoid putting them on the respirator, the older folks don't handle it that well. It's like uh, their lungs are already having trouble. If you can get them off of it within 3 days, they have a better chance than if they have them on the respirator for more than 3 days. The odds aren't very good, especially elderly people.
Well, lucky I'm not elderly and unhealthy, except I'm sneezing today. Oh, but I'm pretty sure that's because of all of the flowers out there blooming, and it smells great.
Mm-hmm.
You just walk down the street and you can. So I'm wearing my mask and I'm walking on the street because it's the law. You have to.
Yeah.
And I can still smell the flowers. So I guess that pollen is like
Super fun. Super fun.
Like viral size pollen.
I went to the grocery store yesterday, and it's not mandatory to wear your mask, but it is mandatory now for my daughter. She works there, and it's part of their uniform at Food Line now, a mask. And some of the masks that I see on these people, it's like you're wearing plastic. That's doesn't look very breathable kind of material.
I saw that on the news last night. I'm watching the TV news last night, and the lady's talking about, well, the cloth masks don't work. And the paper masks barely work. What you need is a plastic mask. And I said, well, I'm thinking, well, what if we just put plastic bags over our heads? Wouldn't that work better?
I mean, doesn't
It's like
it's your brain, people. Go ahead.
It's plastic made from cellulose, so it's environmentally safe.
You know what my favorite meme was, Jim? When they banned straws, plastic straws,
because they kill turtles
in parts of California, but you're still drinking out of a plastic cup at Starbucks.
Sure, but the top is plastic. But the straws drown turtles because the turtles eat the straws. They think it's like some kind of tasty squid or something, and then they choke on it. So we're saving the turtle. And turtles live longer than people, so who knows?
I don't know. When it comes to some of the things that they've decided to do and ban, and it's just, we are living in an upside down, what's right is wrong, what's wrong is right kind of environment right now.
I was reading about that in the Bible yesterday.
Yes. Absolutely.
When people start telling you what's right is wrong and wrong is right, that's a bad thing.
It is. It's definitely a sign.
Revelations chapter 18, maybe. Let's see, BibleGateway.com. Maybe I can find that.
That would be awesome.
Perhaps. Let's see. Revelation. Search. There we are. Let's see. How about the book of Revelations? Let's see. And then I think it's 18. I might be wrong because I'm.
There's also. Come on. I might be able to
I could actually search for.
86 Bible verses about times that right will wrong. That's not what it is.
I came up with. Let's see. They are recommending the book of Isaiah. That's not it. Okay. Anyway, but
yes.
We need Geezer Man out of the hospital so that he can tell us which he's like really up on that stuff. So
I was looking for it. I thought I knew where it was, and I used to know it by heart.
Maybe it's in Thessalonians. How about Thessalonians 2?
I'm going to try to do a different kind of search with some quotations in it.
I think it's 2:2. No, we could have revealed. I believe this is it.
Okay.
Scan through it here. We beseech you.
Jim is scanning.
I'm sped writing.
Sped writing. Boop, boop. I bet you. Unfortunately, I don't like to really Google search, but I have a feeling if I take this and then go like this.
It might have been a different version of the Bible.
I know that at one point in time, because I did this every single day.
I've read every page of the Bible, but I just don't remember every page. It's like, okay.
Huh. Very interesting. Maybe they're working on the stuff on Google, because I didn't get as many searches back on that just now. That would be interesting.
They would remove the Bible from there if they could.
Yes, I know that they would if they could. Philippians 4:5.
Version and maybe New International. This is a more.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Definitely don't want us to find it for sure.
Well, they will believe a lie,
Yes. All right. Come back to my screen.
And all of a sudden, look at this. Now, you guys can see this. Now I'm getting a bunch of notifications in. I don't think they all came in one shot. I think that, let's see what's being notified now. Okay, we're getting Fun Friday stuff coming in.
Yay! Yay! Oh, before I forget, Jim, happy pre-Father's Day.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
And I have to give Pattern Seer credit on that when she reminded me in chat. It's like, oh, just in time for Father's Day.
Well, I appreciate that. I am a father. I've got kids.
Oh, my daughter used to send me Father's Day cards. because me and her dad split, and she'd still send him a card, but she would send me a Father's Day card. I get Mother's Day in May and then Father's Day in June. I thought that was pretty
Well, you
interesting.
could double the fun. More cards.
Yeah. May was always a broke month for me. Had insurance come in, my birthday, my daughter's birthday, my son's birthday, Memorial Day. I was broke in May. Plain and simple. Just plain broke.
Well, at least it's getting warm.
Yes, it is. Oh, I got to tell you what I did for myself. I got birthday money from my best friend and from my mom and dad, and they made me promise, don't spend this on your grandbabies. You have to spend it on you. So I got myself a battery-operated lawnmower, a battery-operated weed whacker, and some power tools.
That's fun.
So
I like weed whacking.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what I like better than a weed whacker is a sigh.
What?
And a sigh. You know,
Like
like the death guy that comes for you.
Yeah, a sickle.
He's got not a sickle. A sickle is a little hand thing.
Okay.
Sigh,
Yeah.
And you can cut more weeds with a sigh than with a weed whacker.
We had one growing up. We had a field.
They don't make them anymore. So if they make them, there's very few people that are making them.
Yeah.
You go to the store, you can't find them.
I saw. It reminded me of when I was growing up too. You know the push mower that you go back and forth and back and forth. Had one of those growing up too. Way before we had a gas powered mower.
I'm a professional mower. I was doing that when I was a kid.
Wow.
I was pro. I'd make $5 a yard, you know.
Now you can't get a kid to mow the grass for $5. Even my grandchildren, they're like, "How much you gonna pay me, Mimi?"
You have to starve them out. I'm saying, well, if you don't mow the grass for $5, there's no water, there's no milk, and there's no cupcakes.
There you go. There you go.
Evil.
You're not evil.
You can have water after you mow the grass.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
I'm teasing.
Mimi's just a little too. They have me there.
You have to yell and say, "Look, my knee hurts. I need you to go mow the grass for me. Would you do that for me?"
They would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of them.
That's all you got to do.
Two of them would. The other one would go, I'm not doing that.
I just did my pedicure. I can't mow the grass.
You just what?
I'm sorry. I just tell them this. I just had a pedicure, so I can't mow the grass. So, will you do that for me? They won't know what a pedicure is. They'll think it's like a operation or something.
No, they're old enough. They know what a pedicure is. They definitely their mama does. She always has nails. Not Mimi, but Mama always has nails. So yeah, they know nail stuff. 2 Timothy.
You get those stainless steel nails, and you glue them on with crazy glue. You know, the one that the guy puts on his helmet and it holds him up to the rebar.
Right.
So you get those steel nails, and then you got like weapons.
Okay. 2 Timothy 2:24 through 26.
I knew I was in the right chapter. There we are. Let me go.
That's what Appalachia.
Thessalonians. There we are.
She said that. Let's see. Here's a fun fact. We're born head downward. That is upside down, into mortal flesh. Upside down is what? Okay. Oh Lord. That was funny. You'll have to read that one.
I will look for it. I can't see anything except you.
Hang on a minute. I want to go in. Well, I mean, I didn't share the screen. I went and was reading comments from Appalachian Dolphin.
That's good. I get the flag here, and the reason for the blue line is that's the police, and it's our line keeping us from anarchy. And people are actually sharing now. Now we're getting some shares.
Yay!
And I have one viewer on my Periscope as well.
Awesome. I can't get the chat to go. I'm trying to go and do this so that I can. There we go. I can move this window over, move that window. Still can't get it to do what I want it to do. I'm not going to mess with it because I do not want my computer to crash at this point in time. But I am going to try. Did you look that up? Because if you didn't, I'm going to.
Oh, well, why don't you read it? It's your show. I'm just visiting.
Okay, well, I still have to look it up. All she did was give me the scripture, so that's what I'm going to do.
I am at 2 Timothy 2, chapter 2. What verse is it?
It's 24 through 26.
And the servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men, apt to teach, patient, in meekness instructing those that oppose themselves, if God peradventure will give them repentance to the acknowledgement of the truth, and that they may recover themselves out of the snare of the devil, who are taken captive by him at his will. Well, that's not exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah, it wasn't the one that we were looking for earlier, but thank you. That was a great scripture. All of it's always great. That's the way I look at it.
All scripture is good for instruction.
Let's see here.
This is an interesting book, Timothy. Okay, I got some messages over there too. It's like, what do we got going on here? Oh, Hang Hillary says, found Jim. I have to go to his page because this platform sucks. Yes, this platform does suck. Oh, they had to actually go to my, they didn't get any notification either. So it's not just me. See, they have. So tell all your friends verbally, talk to them.
Okay.
Call them up on the phone and tell them that they are now actively blocking us by groups. It's not just an individual block. They have put us into a Twitter ghetto. So we can only talk to our buddies. And now they're not even letting us share within our group. That's the real deal. That's what Hang Hillary is saying here. Who? Hillary who? Okay.
All right. What about this one? Isaiah 5:20. They say that what is right is wrong, and what is wrong is right. That black is white, and white is black. Bitter is sweet, and sweet is bitter.
So Black Lives Matters is really White Lives Matter.
It's a way to look at it. Unfortunately, Black Lives Matters is just a funneling money thing.
It's taking advantage of some seriously disadvantaged people.
Yes.
And taking money. It's like, whoa.
But I think I'm pretty sure I don't remember where I actually saw it at, but I did see where they were They had a list of all the Democratic presidential candidates receiving money from Black Lives Matter.
That was on. You can find that on the Q board.
Okay.
If you go to 8kun.top/Q research, or you could just go to qmap.pub. They have it concisely there because that was a Q drop.
Got it. Because I know I shared it. That I do remember. Well, just found something on 8kun. Hang on a second. I mean, I didn't. Somebody I'm following, so I'm going to share that because I was checking my Twitter just for a second.
Now, if you want to share something from 8kun.top, it's better to go to 9ch.net and put the 8kun.top URL in there and just share a shortened link, because a lot of times if you share directly from 8kun, it'll ban you.
All right. What was it again so I can write it down?
9ch.net. I'll show you. If you go to like 9ch.net,
all right,
that's a URL shortener, and I own this URL shortener, and it doesn't do anything except transfer links, and it doesn't have any advertising in it.
Okay.
It's just a public service.
I gotcha. I wanted to read. Well, where did it go?
Wow. It does have advertising on it, but we don't have any of those products anymore. I'm looking at the bottom here. Okay. Well, I don't actually sell any of these products anymore, but there we are. Although I do have a VPN coming up pretty soon. People will be able to use.
Now, I had seen a VPN on, as a matter of fact, I had it on here. I can't remember what the name of it is now. But I had found it on wet.net on one of the, is it wet.net? It was listed. Hang on a second. I don't know if I can find it again. That's another thing. Let me go ahead and, if you don't mind, I'm going to push your site because it is a great site. Let me.
It's working well. Look, we have 50 people on it right now, and that'll reset in just a little while.
Cool. I'm going to share that because I'm going to explain it to folks, which I still have to get that audio you too. Squirrel moment. All right. This is where we go. It is isitwetyet.net, and you can go and add your website. You click on here, and then you put your domain or URL. Say you're going to do a blog, and then you make sure that once you put all that information in there, you put the title, and then you put your email. You make sure you say, I'm not a bot, and when you do that, it's going to bring up where you can embed it or you can insert a link. As a matter of fact, let me go in and show you how to do that right fast. I don't know if I can do it that way. Yeah, let's go.
And you can put
I can show.
You can put up to 10 links a day.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna.
If you made 10 YouTube videos in a day, you could put 10 of them up.
All right, I'm gonna show you guys how it works. You do that. Give it a title. I'm going to go because this is.
That's probably over there.
And that one. And I'm going to go. I'm not a robot. Now I have to do the crosswalk. Crosswalk. Verification. I missed. Okay. Boom.
Those are white statues. Why aren't they destroyed yet?
I know, right? All right, and I did that. I guess there's one there.
You're acting like a bot.
Crosswalk. Verify. There we go. Now, once you hit submit, it's going to give you two different options. Oh.
Okay, that URL already exists.
That's
so
right.
You click on Forgot Website Tag. Click there.
Where?
Forgot Website Tag. Because if
you
don't,
okay. I got you.
You won't show up on the list.
Okay.
We don't want to do that now, or your email
All right.
will show up.
Well, I already did. If somebody sees it, they can send me an
Nothing.
email. I don't care.
Hi,
I
I'm New Zealand. I'm from some strange country, and would you send me money? I said, well, I'm from North Carolina, and please send me money too.
yeah. You would not believe how many spam or scam calls that I get on my phone every day. Every
From
day.
Gambia?
Different things. Now my brain's going. I get that, and then I get spam text messages too. Those I can share with you because they're on my phone. The last one. Oh, did you use Xanax on a regular basis?
I don't know what that is.
And now have this is the kind of spam text messages I get. It says, did you use Xanax on a regular basis and now have a cancer diagnosis during 2000 to 2020? If true, reply yes. That's just one. I get a bunch.
Thank you for helping out.
Here's one for you. Lose at least 30 pounds before July the 4th. A special diet pill.
Well, that's like just a few days from now. I suppose that the only way to do that would be with like a drastic surgery, like cut off a leg or something.
And I just got that day before yesterday.
I lost 30 pounds. I lost my leg.
I get car warranties. The ones that are always calling me are the ones that are going, they want me to extend my car warranty. They want me to get internet security. The ones online, which you never, ever, ever, ever click on a link from an email that you do not know because it will mess your computer up because these are some bad guys sometimes. I have had the newest one, it may not be new, is I get Facebook requests from overseas. And they usually don't have, their account hasn't been operational that long. And it starts out, hey, beautiful. I'm like, thank you for the comment. Not interested. Sorry, not interested. And I've been very blessed not to get any more of the pop-up windows where it says, oh, there's something wrong with your computer. You need to call this number. So.
Oh, answer. Sorry,
what?
someone's saying we should interview Zen Garcia.
Okay. Who is that?
Well, he's a radio show host.
Ooh, okay.
And looks like he is in a wheelchair, but he's also a fencer. Wheelchair fencing could be like cool. If I was in a wheelchair,
nice
I would definitely want to fence. Yeah, I want to talk to him. My youngest boy is a fencer.
Oh, cool. How old are your children?
My youngest one is 18.
Wow.
I have two 18-year-olds. One of them's adopted. That's how that happened. But...
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say, well, wouldn't that be twins?
Well, you could. If you were busy like a beaver, you could really, really maybe do that if you timed it just right to get them in the same year to both be 18. There are ways to do that. But they're 6 months apart.
I gotcha. My youngest is 32. So, and the oldest is 34. They were 2 years apart, and that's good. Boy, girl.
You should go over mow your lawn for $5.
And I have 7 grandchildren. So
get the grandchildren to mow the lawns.
Well, I bought it because I want to mow my lawn. I want the exercise. I want to be able to do that. The lawnmower weed whacker is for that because the grandson of the landlord, I actually got a picture of him. He was cutting the grass today. I like to call it speed cutting, where he leaves tire marks from spinning that zero turn around so fast. And he's zipping in, zoom, zoom, zoom. And then you hear all of a sudden the lawnmower's idling. And you look out the window and it's, I'm texting while mowing. So I'd sort of like to do that one myself. Just because. I'm going to check my Twitter again, and I'm going to go and share it this time to see if we've got anything new. Only because it's about that time of the day where people start posting different things.
It's the time of day that I have to get ready to go to the office because I'm going to be on someone else's show again today.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm on the Dee Stevens Fried Fish Friday show.
Yay!
I don't know where that came from, but it sounds good.
I think James Hood. Fried fish is a southern thing too. It really is, because they have fried fish plates at the churches.
I like fried fish with French fries.
Now, I will tell you, once they finally open, there's a place in Lumberton, North Carolina. So if you're heading up 95 or heading down 95, there's a place called Pier 41 Seafood. Tell Steve that Dee sent you. And
then you'll get a discount next time you go.
No. He'll treat you right.
Oh, good.
He does really good seafood.
I'll tell you what, guys. Just remember, fried fish is better than dried fish.
Dried fish? I don't think I've ever had dried fish. Have you?
Yeah, I've had a lot of dried fish, actually. They sell a lot where I'm at. Mm-hmm. And when I lived in Korea, the dried fish was a staple there. But they dry a cuttlefish, and cuttlefish is like some kind of like water insect, I think. I don't know what it is. It doesn't look like a fish.
Okay.
Looks like a pancake. And I like these cuttlefishes. You make them hot and just eat them. They taste good. Mm-hmm. Kind of wrinkle up like plastic in the microwave. If you put plastic in your microwave, it shrivels up.
So you don't like dry fish, or you do like dry fish?
Well, it's just...
Is it dehydrated?
I don't like... Yeah, it's sun-dried usually.
Okay. Wow. I haven't had that. I like spot, flounder, and occasionally tilapia, if it's cooked right, with a lot of cilantro. Lime.
Oh, wow, that sounds good. Be careful with the tilapia, though. That is the dirtiest, nastiest fish. And here's why. I suppose a natural tilapia would not be just so dirty and nasty. Mm-hmm. But most tilapia come from fish farms. Mm-hmm. And fish farms, they feed them like rotten food, and you get they are what they eat, you know.
Oh yeah. I don't like to eat it a lot because of what I heard that you just told me. My daughter, she went and said, look, at least try it the way that I make it. And when she did, I really liked it. It didn't taste fishy the way she makes it with fresh cilantro. So I'm going to try it with
I love cilantro. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yes. Fresh cilantro.
That's why I want to go back to America to get some cilantro.
If I knew how long you were staying,
I'm
Well,
I, I'm on the next plane I can get,
I got you.
and not because I want to leave here, because I love here. This is where I've lived for so many years. I just
Right.
have a lot of things I need to do in America, and I need to be there right now, quite obviously. And
Absolutely.
talk about adrenaline rush, and you can't do anything about it when you watch the city you grew up with has got like an autonomous zone in it, and then another city you used to work in turns into Mogadishu. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, what happened to Minneapolis? It turned into Mogadishu. What do you expect when you have a congresswoman that's from there? Of
And
course, she's going to bring her little bit of home.
and let's not forget California
And
and
I'm
the
living in California now, so wow.
and depending on where you're at, I can't remember where it was. It's like
I'm in Oklahoma, California. It's going to be okay.
okay.
I'm living in the subdivision called Grapes of Wrath.
All right then. Oh my goodness. Now I know that
No,
you've got your meetings coming up, but we aren't going to get off this thing until we say prayer.
you got it.
All right. You want me to?
Please.
Okay. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this glorious day that you have given us, and each and every person that has either came in while we were alive or are watching this at a later time. Ask blessings and a hedge of protection over them. We pray also for our leaders in the government, Lord Jesus, and we pray for our president and every person that is going to go to rally on Saturday. Keep them safe, Lord. Continue to go and touch the hearts of those that have been so bitter, Lord Jesus, in the racial divide that's going on in this country, Lord. You made each and every one of us special the way that we are, and let them be able to look in the mirror and see just how special they are, Lord Jesus. I ask that you just continue to go and be with each and every one of us. Be with Jim and his family, and me, my family, and all those that are listening. I ask it in your heavenly Son's name, in Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Woohoo!
All right. So I have to go. So I'm going to leave, but you guys can stay online. I just have to go. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That is quite all right. I thank you, and I will get with you on special comms about recording something for next Friday.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Got about 9 more minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to check on the Q map fast before I get ready to go. And nothing has changed on that. Also going to check really fast to see if there's anything that is come across my Twitter that would be interesting. And I don't see anything right now at this moment. So I am going to take this moment to say thank you to each and every one of you who has stopped by. I so appreciate it. Let's see if I can go through some names. Appalachian Dolphin, mwah, love you, girl. You make sure to take care of yourself. Also, who do we have here? I'm trying not to miss. Well, I'm not going to be able to name everybody, but Pattern Seer, thank you for stopping by. We have Maca Festalot. I hope that you stay safe in where you're at. Watching from Turkey. Jesus Y81, thank you so much for stopping by. And there are a lot of other people. Jim, thank you. I'm so very, very grateful for each and one of you that has taken time out of your busy schedule to do so. Remember to continue to pray for one another because we are living in that upside down world. As a matter of fact, that scripture that I read, I'm going to read it one more time because, well, because that's what we need to do. Let me go and shut that off. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Oh no, I froze. Don't freeze. There we go. Hit refresh. All right, the scripture comes from Isaiah 5, verse 20. They say that what is right is wrong, and what is wrong is right, that black is white, and white is black, bitter is sweet, and sweet is bitter. So remember that, and I also want to go and get one more verse to go and share with you, and then I'm going to bid you adieu. And hit this button here. Okay, I'm going to share this screen because it is a pretty screen. So I have to go back here, hit this button. I'm constantly learning new things when it comes to this. And here we go. All right. And if you want to get a random Bible verse, no sponsorship, it's just a thing. Dailyverse.net is a great place where if you're just wanting to look at some pretty pictures, maybe share them with your friends, you're going to find it here. This is Psalms 145, verse 18. The Lord is nigh unto all that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. That is Psalms 145, verse 18. Love that one. You know what? I'm in the mood. I'm going to go and give you another one. Ooh, look at there. Isaiah 55, verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. That is Isaiah 55, verse 8. And they always have some really great pictures, don't they? Gonna give you one more. Ooh, look at there. Psalms 107:9. For he satisfieth the longing soul and filleth the hungry soul with goodness. That again, Psalms 107, verse 9. Again, I want to thank you. Thank you. I know that times like these, we have, it's just hard. It's hard sometimes to know that you're loved, to know that you are cared for. I'll leave you with these words. I love you, and God loves you. So always remember that, okay? He knew your end before your beginning. Don't get hung up on the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff, okay? So, love you, Appalachian Dolphin. Thank you very much. And I'm hoping and praying that Jim and I are able to get together and have a recorded show for next Friday, because I am taking some time and heading out of town. But again, thank you. Thank you. Have a blessed evening.